Hi Scorpio, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the Heart. So today is your 21 card Love Gypsy reading for the month of December. What I've decided to do, Scorpio, is split the readings into two. So we're going to focus on singles and those of you who are casually dating on this particular reading. I'm only doing it this way because some people have been saying, the readings seem like they're geared towards people who are single, so what about the couples? So I thought it'd be a good idea, because it's just the way that the readings turn out, I guess, but it's a good idea just to focus on looking at couples, those who are coupled and what's coming in for you guys in the month of December 2016, and looking at those of you who are single and in casual relationships. So we're going to deal with Scorpios who are single. This is for you, so stay on the video if you're single or in a casual relationship in November, and just to see what's coming in for you for the December month, potentially, okay? So this is, remember another thing, this is a general reading, Scorpio, all right? So for some of you guys, the energies play out, for some not. It's just the way that a general reading works. So I've already pre-shuffled the cards, and we're going to have, and also the other difference happening with the readings now, I needed more of a structure to the reading, because, I'm just inquisitive like that. I'm very curious as a tarot reader, so I'm always looking at ways to kind of tighten up the readings a little bit more. So what I've done is I've introduced positions, and the top layer, we're dealing with the same columns. So your mental emotional state is here concerning love, your present situation is here, your hopes and desires, possibly fears, are showing in the third column. Fourth column is your expectations for love in the month of December 2016. Fifth column, still dealing with anything that's hidden from you, so things that you're not seeing. Sixth column is the immediate future, so this should kind of kick in around the 2.5 weeks into December. And the seventh column deals with the overall outcome for December in love, okay? So we're going to, when I said that we're going to have a look at, just rearranging stuff, along this column here, it deals with what the issue is. Okay, so this deals with what the actual issue is around love, okay? So, for example, in your mental situation, this is the crowning card. So the top layer shows all the crowning cards, the issues, the thoughts, this, that, and the other, the energy around the situation. The situation should show, so mentally it should show what situation you're kind of thinking of in terms of mental and emotional, so how you're approaching the situation mentally and emotionally. And the final card, which is the third layer, the third row, should show what the root of the issue is. So what's the reason behind everything, which is the third column. So please remember that this column here is the crowning area. Sorry, not this column, this row is the crowning area. This should show what the issue is, what the energies are around the situation. And the crowning should really indicate how you're approaching the situation here. Along this row, second row and third row is what the root cause is, or what the reason is behind everything. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and have a look at your reading now, Scorpio. Right, so the Eight of Swords shows up as the crowning area. What's it crowning? The Four of Cups. So the Four of Cups is what you're thinking at the moment in the month of December 2016. Now, this being the crowning area, we know that it's something negative that's crowning maybe your approach in terms of the way that you're thinking, okay? I feel here, some of you guys, crowning wise, there's a situation that you can't get off your mind, because the Eight of Swords is a mental card, and it often shows up, Scorpio, where we're consistently thinking about a situation, or we're feeling frustrated, or we're feeling mental lack or mental restrictions, okay? But usually I've seen this card come up when somebody is consistently thinking, they're mentally being held back by a situation, by the way that they're thinking about it. It seems to rearrange a situation, which is the Four of Cups. So for some of you guys, mentally, it might be that you are thinking of maybe somebody who rejected you, because the Four of Cups can be you guys offering love, can be anyone, but potentially maybe you offered love to someone and somebody wasn't interested, and maybe this is why the crowning area is that you can't stop thinking about it, because maybe there's been a rejection here with this Four of Cups. Maybe within the month of December 2016, for some of you guys, singles and casuals, what's on your mind is the Four of Cups. It could be that you've been rejected by someone. It might be that you're not really looking for new love potentially, because you're still so wrapped up in somebody else with that Eight of Swords. And what's the root of the issue? The Knight of Cups. Well, it shows here potentially some of you guys had been offered love. So the Knight of Cups shows up when somebody offers love, when somebody declares how they feel. So because this is the root, this is the reason behind everything, which is the Knight of Cups. It could be that your mental and emotional state in the month of December 2016, crowning is the Eight of Swords. This is what the situation is around, how you're kind of thinking, what's kind of enveloping you concerning your mental and emotional state. So Eight of Swords, you can't get something off your mind. There's still something that is very much with you mentally and emotionally, Scorpio. And I feel that you're feeling that the Four of Cups can be depressed. It can be that you want somebody to offer you love, maybe the person who let you go. It looks like it was a Knight of Cups. Because the Four of Cups is representative of doubt, but also feeling rejection. So I feel that on your mind for some of you Scorpios in the month of December. It's a difficult situation to get off your head. You're still thinking about it. It's something that's still frustrating you. So we can see the crowning area is showing that there's some frustration mentally and emotionally wise. It's around someone that potentially rejected you because you're thinking of this with that Four of Cups. Potentially some of you guys don't want anyone else. Maybe somebody is playing on your mind here with this Eight of Swords. And the root of the issue is a Knight of Cups. Okay, so it's either that somebody may have rejected you potentially, you want them to come back with this Knight of Cups. Somebody in the past may have offered you love here. This is the root issue. Which then leads us on to this card here. Usually I would just read the way down to say that this is crowning the Four of Cups. So the issue around the Four of Cups is that you can't get something off your mind here. And I feel that you're very kind of sad around it with that Four of Cups energy. Often when you get the Four of Cups, this is doubt. This is apathy. This is disappointment. So I feel that you're thinking quite intensely in the month of December, Scorpio. It seems to be mentally you're feeling quite disappointed because the root of the issue is you want to be offered love. So for some of you who are single, mentally your mind might be on love, being offered love, but being offered the right type of love. Because the Four of Pentacles can also mean I'm being selective. So mentally some of you guys might be being selective. Because with the Eight of Swords it also means I don't want to come out of a comfort zone. And the root of it is the Knight of Cups, being offered love, having somebody declare something to you. For some of you guys, it will be, I haven't met the right person yet. For some of you guys, it might be that you want somebody to come back. What's going on in your personal situation? What's crowning it? Well, the Ten of Pentacles is crowning it. Ten of Pentacles is a lovely energy because it suggests family situations. It suggests permanence, permanent relationships. What's it crowning? The Nine of Wands. So I feel that you're cautious, maybe because you're meeting people here. Ten of Pentacles doesn't just mean family, doesn't just mean tightly held relationships. It doesn't just mean permanent relationships. This can be a card that shows up when you're getting to know others. You go to a party, for example, you go to a bar, you go to a restaurant. These type of places make a lot of money. So this Ten of Pentacles can also represent a social environment. And it might be that you're feeling cautious in your present situation in the month of December around meeting others with that Ten of Pentacles. Why are you feeling cautious though? What's the root issue? Eight of Pentacles. Probably having to put a lot of effort into something new, getting to know someone new. Potentially because mentally and emotionally with that Eight of Swords you're still wrapped up in someone. The root cause might be that somebody once offered you love with the Knight of Cups. But the situation is, with the Four of Cups, well, maybe this person it didn't work out with. Maybe you refuse this person. Four of Pentacles can mean to refuse. So maybe some of you guys didn't feel good enough. Maybe you refused someone. Maybe they offered you love in the past. You refused them and maybe this is playing on your mind. Or maybe they rejected you here. It's playing on your mind and you want them to come back, which is why in your present situation the crowning area shows lots of kind of communication, lots of energy, lots of hustle and bustle going on around the Christmas period, but you're being very cautious here with the Nine of Wands because it might result in you having to put a lot of effort in. And I get a sense some of you don't want to put a lot of effort into that area maybe because I feel that there's something that's playing on your mind, or it might be that you're going out, you're meeting people, but they're just not what you want. What are your hopes and desires? What is the crowning area for, well, Judgment? That's interesting. So around your hopes and desires, Judgment crowns the reading. So this is the energy. What does it crown? The Nine of Cups. And what's the reason for the Nine of Cups? The Hanged Man. Okay. So I feel that we're starting to build a story up here, Scorpio, where it says that some of you guys, crowning your hopes and desires is judgment. So you're hoping potentially for a renewal of a relationship. It's going to make you feel happy with that Nine of Cups, because the reason is that you're still hanging on with the Hanged Man for someone or a particular type of individual to come along. So I do feel that you guys, it's either somebody from the past you're waiting to come along, or you're being very, very selective with who you choose over the Christmas period. What are your expectations? Well, it's crowning, the Three of Swords is crowning your expectations. What's it crowning? Justice. And the reason for this is the Three of Wands. So I feel that your expectations are to have justice. And justice is reward for all of your waiting, all of your effort, all of the time that you've spent probably waiting for a particular person, especially if they're from the past and they let you down. And why is this? Because the energy around this is that you've got a broken heart, the Three of Swords. And the reason for this is the Three of Wands. It's based on the Three of Wands, longing. I feel some of you guys will be expecting maybe somebody to come back over the Christmas period, potentially. It can also be that what you're expecting is justice, because you've got a broken heart and you've been longing for someone to come back, or you've been waiting for the right person to come in. All right, it suggests that there's a broken heart here with the Three of Swords. You want justice about this, and therefore you want your ships to come in, either somebody from the past to come back to you, or the perfect individual that you're waiting for to come back, to come into your life, sorry. Let's have a look at what the hidden factors are. Well, it's being crowned by the Page of Wands. What's it crowning? The Wheel of Fortune. Okay. And what's the root of this? The Temperance card. Okay. So I feel that what you're not seeing is that there could be something that comes in unexpectedly for you, potentially. All right, with that Wheel of Fortune. Something is on its way. Because when you get the Wheel of Fortune, it means an unexpected turn of events. Or it means that where you are now, there is the potential for it to completely do a 360-degree turn. So I feel that there's something unexpected here. It's being crowned by the Page of Wands, which says that this is a message. Because it's the crowning energy of the Page of Wands, pages are usually messengers. So I feel that what you're not seeing is there could be a message that comes in. There could be something unexpected. It may be a message with that Page of Wands. And the root of this is the Temperance card. So potentially for some of you guys who are looking for a reunion or a reconciliation with someone, that person might still be interested, because the Temperance card means reunite, work together, readdress the balance, adjustments. So usually when you get Temperance, somebody's trying to work something through. This often shows up as being a reunion card, a card of people coming back together. Let's go from the top again before we conclude this reading, Scorpio. So I feel that mentally and emotionally, you're feeling the Four of Cups. So you might be feeling dissatisfied with what you're receiving right now in terms of love in the month of December 2016. It might be on your mind a time that you rejected love, or maybe somebody rejected you. And therefore, with the crowning card being the Eight of Swords, it's very much playing on your mind, because the root of the problem is the Knight of Cups. Could be somebody from the past who offered you love. It could be that you're looking for a knight in shining armour, the best possible person to come into your life. In your personal situation, you're a little bit cautious. Why are you being cautious? Because of the Ten of Pentacles. Probably meeting new people, getting to know new people. And why is that? Possibly because of all the effort you'll need to put into this. And that's because something's playing on your mind here. It's a Knight of Cups, somebody from the past, or somebody that you want to come in, the perfect partner, the perfect soulmate. Therefore, mentally, you're a little bit disappointed. You're being very, very selective in who you're kind of going for. What are your hopes and desires? Well, your hopes and desires are probably to have a wish come true. Probably be very smug, be very self-satisfied, feeling content. Why are you looking to feel content? What are your hopes to have a wish come true? Because potentially with Judgment, what this is saying is, I want a renewal of something from the past. And why is that? Because potentially with the Hanged Man, some of you guys are still holding on to something here. If that's not the case, your hopes and desires will, with the Nine of Cups, to have a good time, to have wishes fulfilled in December. Perhaps because you need rebirth, perhaps from this energy, or rebirth from something that didn't work out. Because the root of the issue is you've been hanging on to it for too long. Therefore, your expectations are to have justice. Now, justice can mean you'll have your reward for all the hard work. Let's have a look which card signifies this. This one here, the Eight of Swords. Still hanging around there in your thoughts, somebody is. So for some of you, it might be with the Justice card, what you're expecting is to have your justice. And what's this crowning? What's crowning the justice? Well, some of you guys might have been heartbroken by someone, so you're looking out for your justice. Because the root of the issue is it might be that you're still longing for someone to come back. For some of you guys, as I've said, it might be if this is not the case. You want justice, so it could be closure. You're expecting to have closure with justice. The crowning area is showing over a broken heart, because maybe with this Three of Wands, you've been seeking new territory. What you're not seeing, and I feel that this might relate to mainly people who are waiting for someone to come back to them, there could be something unexpected coming to you. What you're not seeing is something unexpected could be on its way. I'm not going to promise you anything here. Could be on its way. And this is not rooted, but this is crowned by a message. So it could be an unexpected message or an unexpected messenger that comes to you. And what's the reason for this? It's the Temperance card. Somebody might want to reunite with you potentially. If this is not the case, then I feel that this Wheel of Fortune is still saying that unexpectedly there could be some communication that comes in. And what's the reason for that? Temperance card. Now, the Temperance card relates to adjustments. Maybe somebody has been having some troubles of their own. Maybe this represents an individual here who's looking for peace, harmony, and healing just as much as you are. What's in the outcome cards, the immediate future? Page of Swords, that's crowning the immediate future. Two of Pentacles, and the Hierophant. If it's somebody that's looking to come back to you, which is shown here in this column, it could be that they delay sending a message with that Page of Swords. Okay? Because maybe they need to kind of weigh up the pros and cons of coming back. And this is rooted in the Hierophant, paying attention to your higher wisdom, or indeed could be paying attention to what other people say. Again, this Two of Pentacles, the weighing up, is rooted in a messenger, Page of Swords. But the messengers are different. When you get a Page of Swords, this is somebody who tends to withhold information. This is why it's called the messenger that delays, or they hold back, or disappointing messages. But I feel that this person might hold back. If this is someone here that's looking to come back, I feel that they might delay coming back because they're still trying to weigh things up here. And it's rooted in the Hierophant, their own wisdom, their own sense of morality, what is right and wrong, what's the best thing to do, possibly seeking advice from others. And the outcome shows, well, the overall outcome is crowned by the Ace of Wands, fresh beginnings. What's it crowning? New relationships with the Ace of Cups, and the root of that is the Empress. So we can see here in the overall outcome there could be new love cuts coming in for you. The reason for new love is the Empress, and this, when you get an Empress, it talks about attractions, beauty. So it might be that somebody finds you beautiful and somebody finds you the perfect person for them. But it can also, because it's ruled by Venus, the planet of love, it can also mean that you'll meet someone with this Empress card, be very attracted to that individual. A shared emotional tie with the Empress card. What's crowning the Ace of Cups? Well, we can see here the overall outcome means fresh starts, new inspiration, new ideas, new relationships. And again, it's another ace. When you get aces, like two aces, it means success. So there's some success coming to you guys in December in terms of love. Possibly new relationship, because we've got that Ace of Cups here. Okay. It's crowned by an Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands, possibly a fresh start because of a new relationship. And it's rooted in true love because you've got the Empress card here, in which two people find each other highly attractive. They're really attracted to each other. It's a beautiful reading. We'll go through this again, Scorpio, for the month of December 2016. So Scorpio, Sun, Moon and Rising signs, for those of you who are single or casually dating at the moment, I feel that mentally and emotionally right now, some of you might be being very selective with the type of individual that you want to go for, that you're seeking. It might be that you're, rebuffing potential suitors. It might be that you're still thinking of someone from the past, because sometimes when I look at this guy, a cup is being a new cup, an Ace of Cups is being handed to him, but he's still thinking of the Three Cups. So sometimes this is where you're thinking of a time that was really joyful, and you can't get past that, so you're not willing to have anything else. For some of you guys, you might be thinking of a time that you were rejected by an individual. It's rooted in a Knight of Cups, so this might have been someone that offered you love in the past, and potentially in the month of December you'll be thinking of this person. Or it might be that you're looking for a knight in shining armour, and therefore you're being very selective over who you're choosing here, which is why the crowning area is showing as the Eight of Swords. Some of you guys might be reluctant to try something different, or to try something that you don't feel at ease with. And some of you guys, if it's somebody from the past, if this Knight of Cups is somebody from the past, potentially if you're thinking about them having rejected you, it might be that this is continuously playing on your mind with that Eight of Swords. So in your everyday life in December 2016, single or casually dating Scorpios, it might be that you're a little bit cautious with this Nine of Wands. Possibly through meeting people. This is the crowning area. This is what you're cautious about. So you're probably cautious about meeting people here with the Ten of Pentacles, getting to know others, social situations, because maybe you have to put a lot of effort into this. Might be also what's crowning this, permanence, building relationships with others. So it might be you're a little bit cautious in your everyday life, maybe about entering into relationships and looking to build something, possibly because you're still caught up in your head, potentially about somebody who rejected you. The basis being that they once offered you love, or you're just being very, very selective. So you might be very cautious about building relationships because it's going to take a lot of hard work and effort, and you don't really want to do that if there's nothing quite certain about it. In your hopes and desires, well, you're hoping probably to have a wish come true, whether you're single, casually dating, or whether somebody's hurt you in the past or you're looking for something new. You're hoping for a wish to come true with that Nine of Cups, because the crowning area is showing judgment. So for some of you guys, it could be that you want complete rebirth. For some of you guys, it could be that you want somebody to come back from the past. But it's rooted in the Hanged Man. Some of you guys are holding out for that special person. Some of you guys might be hanging on to a particular individual. What you expect is justice in your expectations. And that could be because the crowning area shows the Three of Swords. So heartbreak. Somebody hurt you in the past, and you're expecting justice around this heartbreak. So somebody perhaps to come back and say they're sorry, forgive me, that type of thing. Because perhaps you've been waiting for them to come back to you with that Three of Wands, because the Three of Wands can often be seen as the card of longing. For some of you, it will be that you're expecting justice, completion over a broken heart with that Three of Swords, because you've been waiting for the right person to come along and help release you from this. What you're not seeing is there could be something unexpected coming to you. Wheel of Fortune. Looks like it might come via a message. So it could be an email, text message, telephone call. Because somebody might be thinking of a reconciliation with the Temperance card. Alternatively, if that's not the case, it's still something unexpected is coming potentially. What you're not seeing is something unexpected could probably arrive. It's via a messenger Page of Wands, and it's rooted in Temperance. And Temperance is somebody who wants to get to know you. They're interested in kind of blending with you and sort of, working things through with you, even if they don't know you potentially. Maybe this person has been hurt. Maybe they're having to start all over again. In the immediate future, what we have is, this could be two ways. It could be if it's somebody from the past. They're weighing things up here. And it's crowned by the messenger that relates to delayed messengers. So it could be that somebody, especially if they're from the past, that wants to come back, that they'll weigh things up in the immediate future and they'll delay sending this message because it's rooted in the Hierophant. Might be that this person's already in a commitment, but it could also be that they're paying attention to their higher wisdom, or they might be paying attention to what other people are saying. If this is you, Scorpio, it might be that you're weighing things up because maybe the message doesn't come with that Page of Swords. So therefore, the root of this is the Hierophant. And in this case, it will be, actually, I'm going to pay attention to my higher self and pay attention maybe to what other people are telling me. Maybe this person isn't coming back. So therefore, in the overall outcome, we do see there's a potential for a new relationship here with the Ace of Cups. It's being crowned by a fresh beginning with that Ace of Wands, and it's rooted in the Empress. And the Empress can also be that you are working on your own self-confidence as an individual, Scorpio, and you're ready for new love. So there is the potential in the overall outcome. Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups can represent new love, but it can also represent self-love as well. Could be new love coming in. It could be that you are expanding on your own self-love, loving yourself a bit more. Because the root of it is that you are the Empress. And the crowning thoughts are, well, I'm going to look to make a fresh start in which I can find true love through loving myself. And therefore, in the outcome, the underlying reason for this is I am the Empress. I'm beautiful. I'm confident. I can attract the right person in. So it's a beautiful reading. We see, little bit of sticky energy at the beginning of the month here. Some of you guys might be waiting for someone to come along. I don't feel that the person that you're waiting to come back will come back in December though. It's showing somebody might be considering this because we've got, looking at the energies here of somebody that you guys might still have on your mind, and the hidden factors being this Wheel of Fortune and unexpected with that Page of Wands message, and the Temperance card, somebody who perhaps wants to reunite. Temperance can be a reunion card. So potentially somebody is thinking about it, but I feel that they'll hold back because it's either to do with they're in a commitment already, or they're paying attention to their higher wisdom, or they're paying attention to what other people are saying, like good advice from a friend or something like that. Okay? So for some of you, it might not be that somebody comes back in December, but they might be thinking of it. And therefore, for some of you guys, you might just wait, you know what, I don't think this person is coming back. I'll pay attention to my higher wisdom because they haven't sent me the message. I've weighed this up, so therefore, in the overall outcome, I think I'll just, there is the potential for new love for me because I'm going to make a fresh start here because I am the Empress. Or it could literally be that new love does come in because you've weighed things up and you've got your closure that way. And it's based on the Empress energy. And Empress energy is represented by Venus, the planet of love, attraction. So it could be that there's the potential for new love. Because it might be with the Empress, something new opens up to you. A new attraction with another individual. Because you've made a fresh start with the Ace of Wands. That is your love reading, Scorpio, for the month of December 2016. I would like to say thank you very, very much for choosing Carol's Universe for your 21 card Gypsy Tarot love spread. Remember, this is your love reading for singles and those who are casually dating. If you have looked at this reading and you're in a couple, hop on over to the couples reading because it's right next door. Speak to you guys soon. Bye-bye. Oh, and don't forget to take a look at your general reading if you haven't seen it already. Take care. Bye-bye.